For 10,000 years, the Imperium has endured through a delicate balance. Now, the rising stars of House Lykos may have the key to ultimate power.
Hello, everyone. Hi, thank you for joining us for session 5 of Apostates of Dune, a Dune Adventures in the Imperium actual play here on the Happy Jacks RPG Network. To find all the sessions of this game, visit happyjacks.org/apostates of Dune. And to find all the shows on Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org. My name is Adam, and I am your GM for this particular campaign. And we will introduce our players in a minute. Trying to say moment minute at the same.
A minimum minute.
A minimum minute. Minimum moment.
Gotta get it out now.
Yeah. Minute minimum moment. I can't believe I did that.
That was good.
Yeah, just
First try. Content warning. We have death and violence and all kinds of dastardly deeds in this particular game, and we also have a lot of psychological trauma and exploration of that. So if things like gaslighting or manipulation, social and political manipulation bother you, then you might not want to watch this particular game. We have tons of other things that will probably be more enjoyable to you over at the Happy Jacks website. But if you are fine with all of that stuff, then feel free to tune in. I will say everyone is capable of dying in this game, including all ages. So if that's a thing that bothers you, also you might want to leave us now. We won't be upset. We know not every story is for everyone, but bad things happen to innocent people as well as bad people in this particular story. So. But other than that, just the usual sex, drugs, and violence. Let's see. We are using safety tools. We have lines and veils documents. We have both visual X card, and we've also discussed our lines and veils with each other. So we hope you use safety tools as well. It helps us all have a safe place to have fun.
that was just my wagging finger of safety tools.
Yes, the finger of safety tools. Yeah. you might.
I don't know if that one. I don't think that would work. That was a choice.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
Yeah. We're probably done here. Yeah, so we do get all of our sillies out, or try to, at the beginning of the game, because we are trying to tell a very serious, dark, moody story here. So bear with us. We might be a little silly in the opening, because we know we won't get to again for another 3 hours. So let's go around and have our players introduce themselves. Let's start over here.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joey, he, him pronouns, and I am playing everybody's favorite New Orleans dessert, the Bene Gesserit, and Cassandra Lykos, who's just lovely and great.
Thank you, Powdered Donut. I'm Kai.
So angry.
I use he, they, and she pronouns. And I play Helenus Lykos, who is our Bene Gesserit's twin, who uses he, they pronouns. And he is a Swordmaster of Ginaz. And we just found out that he is also in mourning. And I'll pass it on
Yeah.
to Michelle.
Are you a Cafe Helenus?
No.
Sorry. Joey started this.
Oh, God.
It's all
Joey's fault.
Yeah, it's all Joey's fault.
Save us, Michelle.
Yeah, save
Oh
us.
God, I don't want that responsibility. I am Michelle, and I use she/her pronouns, and I am playing Pira Lykos, your local child genius, and Mentat in training, and she also uses she/her pronouns.
And hi,
That's all I
everybody.
got.
Good.
I am CADave. Sadly, I'm without a pun about Mentats today, but I'm playing Iser Nasoh. Both of us use he, him pronouns. Yeah. He is as ready for war as he gets.
Yeah.
Terrifying. Horrifying.
Yeah. Excellent. If you were not here with us last time, or if you were, we'll do a quick recap. Previously on Apostates of Dune, our four protagonists, Cassandra, Helenus, Pira, and the Mentat Iser, were shown the project by their Viscountess, and for most of them, mother, Viscountess Heir Lykos, who was creating a secret project utilizing space folding without the use of spice. And based on some of Pira's theories that she had put into practice, and along with their older sister Delphina, had begun building an experimental space folding highliner that they might be able to use to essentially take control of the universe from the Spacing Guild. Something you don't try to do. The three middle children and Iser were sent to Kitane, the homeworld of the Imperium, the capital planet of the Padishah Emperor, and they came on the house's brand new luxury yacht prototype, the Z100, which the house / corporation was going to use this as a debut of this brand new luxury interplanetary yacht to the capital, and along with their oldest brother Odysseus, the heir to the house, and his family, they traveled to Kitane. Except as they were leaving, the yacht exploded, killing everyone on board, including Odysseus and his wife and children, leaving the presumptive next two generations of heirs of House Lykos up in the air. And so after some subterfuge to make sure no one was on their trail, our protagonists headed to the House Lykos headquarters there on Kitane, where they met up with their aunt Isabel, who is secretly a Bene Gesserit trained, and also the CEO of the house's corporation, along with their cousin Pan-Evic, who is one of Helenus's oldest friends. And then as we left, Helenus confided in Pan-Evic that his love that he had met on Ginaz, Atak, had been hired by House Mycetti and was killed when House Lykos basically assassinated the majority of the House Mycetti and took over their position. And now we know why Helenus is very, very angry at a lot of people. Yeah. So, there are, oh, sorry. Yeah. Any questions before we get started? Okay. Winds howl and whip across the dunes, blackening our sight as they slip through the hourglass. Then there is darkness. A voice calls out to us throughout the past and future. Mankind has only one science. It is the science of discontent. And now there is light. We find our family members gathered in Aunt Isabel's office the next day after the press conference and the announcement of Odysseus's death and all of the difficulties arising out of that. Isabel sits in her office and her wife Iphigenia Swithe is there as well. I think if it's all right, she sits kind of on the edge of the sofa holding Pyrrha's hand, if that's all right with you. So Iphigenia is kind of she's just one of those like soft-faced women with just this incredible mass of curly red hair. She's I cast her as Mary Wiseman from Star Trek Discovery. So she just she is a fierce mathematician and accountant and business guru, but she's kind of couched in the vision of a sort of matronly older sister. Just like with Isabel, Pyrrha, spent so much time here with them, and Isabel or Iffy also bonded with you, if that's all right.
Oh
Yeah. Isabel says, I've received word from your father. He and Chimera are on their way. The Highliner should be leaving Lydolia tomorrow. We will have a funeral procession here, and then they will take the remains. She seems to swallow that word, knowing that there really are none. Back to Lydolia. But in the message I received from Chimera, I wanted to let you know, she said to tell you to proceed with all her hopes. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure I want to know what that means. Knowing your mother, it may mean so many things. Or maybe it's actually just her cryptic way of saying she will be here soon and she loves you.
I just mutter under my breath, and maybe I'm sitting close enough to Helenus. I'm like, business as usual.
Helenus does not look, but just kind of nods in response. He is, I think, standing and kind of he hasn't really let off since everything happened, and is he would be mistaken for a guard were he not so well dressed.
Yeah. How is he dressed?
I think today
what's the fit?
I think today he's in like a very slim fit shirt that has an asymmetrical closure. It's just like a clean white asymmetrical shirt that I think is in like really trim pants, like high-waisted, super trim pants. And then really nice boots.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks really simple, but if you put a jacket on him, you would recognize that he is like the heir of a
Yeah.
fine house.
Yeah.
But right now he is in his aunt's office and trying to seem like he's being relaxed. He does not look relaxed at all.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Pyrrha, your mother said that she thinks it's important that you try to keep up pretenses and attend the symposium that you came here to attend. I think this is ridiculous, but it's your choice.
She can't help but do that 19-year-old. You know,
Yeah.
like,
I do see some advantage in us pretending to be somewhat business as usual. Let people know that we're not afraid. But I am afraid, and I'm very concerned with all of you, as well as my own family here. We're vulnerable, and we are on edge, but we will not be caught off guard again. To that end, she taps a button on her desk and says, "Send him in." And a few seconds later, the door to her office opens up, and Michelle, would you describe Pyrrha's ideal young man?
Oh no.
No.
Evil.
um,
I will give you characteristics if you want, but I would like you to, like, what is Pyrrha like? What's Pyrrha's flavor?
Pyrrha would probably like tall, but not a beanpole, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like just a little taller than her, I think.
Yeah.
Dark skin with green eyes.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah.
And
I almost wrote dark green skin.
I mean,
Dark
Oh, you
skin,
know.
green eyes.
Orions can get it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
and probably like soft curls in his hair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
oof.
Soft curls with that like thick black hair, like
Mhm.
soft curls, and just kind of like a little bit shaggy, like, but like still
But
neat.
still,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
still groomed. Yeah.
Yeah. With that kind of like messy feel. Yeah. Mhm.
Rugged.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We're tussled. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Tussled.
Tussled, that's the right word.
That is it. So this young man with black tousled curly hair, dark skin, and green eyes, tall and exceptionally athletically fit, strides in and excuse me, Helenus,
hmm
I want you to give me
You
an
know what I'm going to ask you.
an understand roll.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. And but he walks in, and he almost immediately like he scans the room, and as he his gaze scans over to Pyrrha, you see just this twitch of a smile start before he like straightens himself back up and sort of like reprofessionalizes his posture. Yeah.
And
Yes.
One success, I used duty.
Okay. Yes.
Yes,
that's-
I understand what you're doing
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like he's maybe 19 years old as well, like about the same age as Pyrrha. there is a confidence that denotes training.
Yeah.
Not necessarily Gina's training,
But
but at least, but like maybe Gina's adjacent, or
some a swordmaster training him, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pyrrha immediately can feel
Yeah.
herself blush a little and the desire to crawl into a hole right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Cassandra's picking up on all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Helenus is staring at this young man.
Yeah.
Just every minute movement that he makes is now deeply under scrutiny.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like aggressive look?
No, just
No, I just was like, I'm not sure if you meant like you were like mad dogging this kid.
no. You would catch it because Iser is
mhm.
acutely aware of the people around him, but he is specifically looking for mannerisms, not movement.
Sure.
Mhm.
Okay.
Isabel says, let me introduce you to Revis Deschel. He's one of our, he's quickly become one of our top security agents here. And I think as he has maintained a little bit of a low-key presence here, I don't think it would be surprising to see him out and about with you. And I think it will seem a little more like two young people of similar age and interests spending time together than an heiress and her bodyguard. But I have asked that Revis stay attached at the hip to you. And normally I would do the courtesy of checking with your opinion, but I'm afraid this is not negotiable, young lady.
Yeah.
Yes?
When she says attached at the hip, or attached to the hip, I need you hypersensitivity on this boy.
Okay.
I need to see, is there any reaction from him?
Okay.
And
Like,
I think
are
I'm
we-
about to help you.
Yeah, you are. Let's go.
Yeah.
Twins just spring into action
Yeah.
at the same time because Helenus
Yeah.
steps
Twins.
towards him.
The Wonder Twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whether this is, I think the intention here would be to actually help you understand what he's thinking.
Mhm.
But Helenus walks up to him and squares up to him. Helenus is quite tall.
Mm-hmm.
And he just looks him over from head to toe, and not to him,
Mm-hmm.
says, "Where was he trained?"
So I'm going to think this is an understand roll from me.
Yeah.
And it's I want it to be power, but I think it's I think it might be power. I'm trying to I'm trying to rule the family in mom's stead.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
like,
that's
trying to,
what you're.
like-
Okay. So it's not so much protectiveness out of like the love. It's more protectiveness out of I need to maintain control and be in charge of what's going on here.
It's kind of a mix of both. It is a bit more, I think, on the side of making sure, like, is there going to be any kind of spark there that is going to complicate things? And
Okay.
if so, how can I either quash it or fan that flame based on how it's going to better affect?
Oh, okay.
Terrifying.
Yeah. But yeah, whether or not you need to make this yeah. Okay. I see what you're doing there. Okay. All right. This is going to be a contested roll.
If it helps, I do have the focus of etiquette.
I don't think etiquette helps. No. But that's your only understand focus.
I also have danger sense.
Okay.
I mean, but also as someone who was a teenager on Catane going out. Like, I don't know if there's anything in my past that might help with this role.
You know, no.
Okay,
No, I'm
that's
going
fine.
to say no.
That's
It's
fine.
me. I'm your past from
Yeah.
Kaiten that's here to help you.
Hey.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, it's
So
not like I'm going out clubbing. I'm going to a
Yeah,
sleep
excuse me.
right, yeah.
They could be the same thing.
Yeah,
We'll see depending on what Cassandra wants to.
Cassandra went to plenty of symposiums.
Uh-huh.
We supposedly symposiumed.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna spend a point of threat to give an extra die on the contested
Okay.
roll.
And I probably get with Helenus's assist. Is this an extra die?
No, so Helenus rolls,
Okay.
and if Helenus gets a success or a critical success, it adds to your
Okay.
success pool.
Got it.
But Helenus rolls a single die.
Yeah. And
And what is the drive for you?
what skill am I rolling?
Oh, that would probably also be understand.
Okay, great. I'm using power.
Okay.
That is a success for me.
Okay.
There's 2 successes from me.
All right. Oh. I only got 1 success. Wow, I rolled real high. Why can't I roll like this when I'm playing Astral Circus?
Astral Circus, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing.
Be
Your
great.
dice forgot what game you're playing. To be
Yeah,
forgiven.
right. All right. So I only got 1 success. So that's gonna earn you guys 2 momentum. Yeah. So so you so Cassandra,
Mm-hmm.
you detect that there is an element of mutual intrigue, interest. This young man is also like a little taken aback, and you get the sense he's not somebody who's usually taken aback.
Mm.
Yeah. And even though you addressed the question to Isabel, Revis answers, and he says, I was trained right here on Kaiten, in a dojo, independent of a house. I'm not highborn, my lord.
All right. You have my aunt's trust. Don't squander it.
Yes, my lord.
And he eases off a little.
Yeah. Revis came to us a few years ago. He's not he did not come pedigreed, but he's been shown himself to be one of our best agents.
Some of the finest warriors that I know, and he says this to Revis, are low-born. The blade should speak for you.
There's no reason to frighten the boy.
Why not?
You'll find him hard to frighten, my lady.
That's good to know.
But I appreciate your skepticism. I think it's an important quality, especially in a time of great danger like this. Lady Pyrrha, you see him struggle with like how to address you. And Isabel jumps in and she says, "Call her Pyrrha. It's all right." And he's sort of like, she says, "Pyrrha, I promise I will stay close to you and make sure that you're safe." no matter what happens. Yeah, yeah,
No, just,
yeah. And he,
she just kind of nods.
yeah,
Because she
And-
doesn't want to give anything away.
yeah.
She's giving everything away.
Hold it. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and he kind of steps back to the side, and or he's well, actually, he starts to step to the side, and Isabel says, Revis, just wait just outside, please, and they'll join you in a moment. And he exits the room, leaving just the family and Iser back in. I don't know. I don't know what your parents plan to do when they arrive, but I do know they've asked me to put on a bit of a production to make it clear that the family feels this loss very intensely, and that they want us to show strength.
There's a look at Cassandra's face,
Mhm.
like, I know.
Mhm.
That was the plan I put in place. If she takes credit for this.
Yeah. They should be arriving tomorrow evening. I have a lot of security details to work out, but Pyrrha, there'll be a car waiting for you if you'd like to go. I didn't know if any of the rest of you were going with her or not, or if you had other plans. Iser, I assume you have things to do.
Well, there are always many things. But one of the most important is securing the knowledge of the symposium.
All right. Well, I will leave you all up to it. If you need anything, call us immediately. We'll have cars at your disposal if you need them. There's one waiting to take you to the symposium, and we can arrange anything else that you might need while you're here. Is there anything else that any of you want to do?
What would be the appropriate form of address
Or
for Isabel?
for Isabel? Oh, I think you would probably call her either Lady Isabel or I don't know if they're, yeah, probably just Lady Isabel.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's,
And
I just wasn't quite
yeah.
sure if she had a title of her own other
Yeah.
than,
Yeah.
because nobody uses like a corporate title as a title.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So like the employees here call her Ms. Lykos. So it would be appropriate for you to call her Ms. Lykos as well. But Lady Isabel would be a step up in intimacy in a way. Oddly enough, that your relation to her is through the family and not through employment, not through
Sure.
employment by her, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So-
makes sense.
yeah.
My Lady Isabel, if I may suggest, please ensure that the Viscount and Viscountess, when they arrive, are transported separately from their retinue and from their luggage.
Yes.
My concern is that the problems that besought us here came from home
Yes.
and not here.
It's a very reasonable assumption. I believe they are making plans to add as much confusion as possible to their movements until they are safely in this building. If you would like to, they did not tell me all of their plans, But if you'd like to look at the part that was assigned to me, I'm happy to share that with you, so you'll be able to predict what the final stages are.
I will review it.
Yeah. And she hands you a Shiga wire reel, you know, yeah. Panavik and I have a meeting at the Landsrod in a few hours, so I will be there. Iphigenia will be here or she says Iffy will be here if you need anything, and if he kind of like squeezes your hand and then takes your face in both hands, and she says, "And you call me immediately if there's any problem, okay?
Oh, I will.
And don't be afraid to kick someone in the balls and run."
I won't. And I like give her a hug. And
Yeah. And she says, actually, no, I think Isabel. So Isabel grabs this like kind of small, slender box and off of her desk, and she walks it over to you, and she like puts it into your hands and says, "Or use this and run." And
what's in the box?
Yeah, what's in the box? So you open, yeah, you open the box, and it's this elegantly carved, beautiful stiletto. It's just about 8 inches or so. You know, like, and it has this like really really well crafted sheath that you can wrap around your arm, and has a quick release, and she actually like pushes up your sleeve and like straps it onto you, and shows you like how you can just like flick your wrist and it'll drop into your palm.
Okay.
So you can add an asset that you have a hidden stiletto asset
In my assets.
in your assets. Mhm.
I have already a. I mean, I put it as a bodkin, but it's not.
Oh, but
It's
yeah.
it's a pair of scissors. It's
Oh, right. Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
Like snips, but
Yeah.
like a little bigger.
Yeah.
That maybe it's up my other sleeve or somewhere
Nice.
else. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Correct.
Okay, so
Aunt Isabel, if I may walk with you for a moment.
Yes, of course. The car should be ready to leave whenever you're all there. Let's take a walk, Cassandra. So yeah. Oh yes.
Just
Mhm.
real quick, last thing before you walk off.
Yeah. Mhm.
I think Iser goes out the door and walks past Revis,
Mm-hmm.
and just under the breath
Mm-hmm.
says, "You may not be easy to frighten, but listen to your fear. It might keep you alive."
Nice.
And walk
Mm.
down the hall.
Very nice. Yeah. Sorry, I need to write down that
That's
quote.
and I'm sorry, who did you say that to?
To Revis,
Revis.
your
Oh, to
Yeah.
Revis.
new friend.
Yeah.
I knew.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because if he screws it up, the best hope for him is that he dies in the screw up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to why if you leave Helenus alone and that poor boy is just standing there, he's gonna be so harassed so completely.
Good. You're all responding exactly as I wanted you to. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll cut to Cassandra and Isabel walking along. She leads you up to the garden, so you'll be kind of you'll have some privacy.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Before I left, Aunt Shia asked me to ask you for an introduction to someone named Aquila.
She wants you to meet Aquila?
That is what she said. She didn't say why.
Um, there's few reasons to see Aquila. Did she tell you anything about her?
Nothing. It was a quick conversation.
Mother Aquila is extremely old. We're all surprised each day when we don't get the news that she has died. I don't even know exactly how old she is, but it's well into 3 digits. She was ancient even when I first met her. People don't tend to visit Aquila and come away happy.
Well, good news is I'm happy already. So
Let me ask you, like, is that kind of sarcasm, or is that like legit what you're projecting is how you're feeling?
I think in this moment it is projecting how I am feeling.
Okay.
There's a lot of mixed emotions,
Yeah.
but like getting a chance to kind of drop that veil.
Okay. So you're not really trying to deceive her or mislead her about what's going on with you. You
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right. She says, well, happiness is for the ignorant, sister. I will I will give you coordinates or I will give you an address for where you may find her. We can have one of our drivers take you either while the others are at the symposium or later if you'd like. But be prepared to wait. She sleeps most of her time, that she is not inhaling as much spice as possible to keep herself alive.
I do hate waiting.
Yeah.
Perhaps I should make sure everyone is settled at the symposium first and then leave from there.
Sure. Remember, patience is a virtue when you can't control the situation and make it go faster. It's a long game we play, sister.
Yes, I'm just very anxious to begin.
I know. You're young, you're passionate, you're skilled, you're smarter than almost everyone else who's been in our family. With perhaps the exception of Pyrrha. But your usefulness to your family, to your sisterhood, to the Imperium, to mankind in general, depends on you learning how to wait for the right moment.
Understood.
When you see Aquila, try not to ask too many questions. You may not like the answers.
Do you know why Auntie may have sent me to her?
Well, I assume it's the same reason that most of us go to her. When we need to know the future, no matter how dangerous it is. She's a powerful prescient. Her visions are overwhelming. But she's lived almost 200 years as far as I know. And I've never heard of anyone getting a happy prediction from her.
Well, forewarned is forearmed. Thank you.
Yeah. No. We'll cut away. Is there anything that anybody else wants to prepare before you go to the symposium? Or...
I think it's mostly to say that Helenus continues to size up our new friend.
Yeah.
I don't think that he would do anything more in this moment than like step outside of the office and just watch him in a way that is obvious that he is being watched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He does not look at you. But you can tell he is maintaining a constant, like his eyes are constantly moving. Seems to be extremely alert. And he knows you're there, and you saw that imperceptible kind of just the slightest nod that most people wouldn't even pick up on, but as badass swords people, like you know that nod to each other, like I see you, sword. I see you, sword. You see me, sword.
Yeah.
We sword.
We sword. Yeah. Cool.
Did you train with a swordmaster, sir?
I am of the Gina school.
You actually went there? You trained on Ginas?
I did.
That's very fortunate. I wish I could have.
It's not too late.
Well, training with the swordmasters on Ginas is a matter of, it's a luxury that those born into circumstances like mine don't get to afford.
I met some from places of less fortune.
So it's possible?
And there's a ghost that the imperceptible little glimmer of a memory that just kind of plays across his face.
Mm.
It's more than possible.
If you have any advice, sir, I would be very interested in learning more about that.
My first piece of advice is that no swordmaster of Ginas gives advice to someone who has not proven himself.
Give me an understand roll.
Sure. I think this is duty.
Okay.
Wow, the duality of man. A natural 1 and a natural 20.
Wow. Okay. Well. Nice. I actually got 3 successes.
Great.
Ooh.
You got 2 and a complication.
Yep.
Do you have your shield on?
On my body? Yes.
Yeah. Do you have it activated?
No.
No. You feel just the slightest point of pressure at like kind of like at your obliques, and you look down and realize like he has a stiletto out, and it has the point like up against your skin. And he says, I suppose I'll have to prove myself then.
You can begin by only raising a blade against someone who knows you will do so. And he doesn't blink.
Yeah.
He's not afraid.
Yeah.
And he just stands there, and even if it means bleeding a little,
Hmm.
he doesn't blink.
Yeah. And he just kind of like whips the stiletto away. Really lightning fast. Like he's showing exceptional skill. But in that kind of like, I'm young and I'm better than you kind of way,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like it was more overt than it really needed to be.
Hmm.
But it did properly communicate that he's not bad.
He could be as
Yeah.
skilled as he wants, but
Mhm.
Helenus knows his training.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, so anybody else shall we
I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Okay. So
Go down and scan the car before they get downstairs.
yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, and you find like everything's clear and there's the in-house security people seem a little miffed that you're checking again. You know, but 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 they don't really say anything about it unless you want to. But like, you know, one of them does kind of mumble like, I already checked. No, you know, like kind of like whatever, you know.
When I don't
But,
find
yeah.
anything, I'd probably give them like a
Mm-hmm.
nod, but
Yeah.
there's no way he's not checking himself.
Yeah. Think they're a little thrown off by your nod, like thinking you'd be kind of snotty about this. Yeah. Yeah. And then I think we cut to the car pulling up to the front of this large hall. It's kind of it's sort of this like low, only like 2 or 3 story structure, but just very wide, almost like a like we would think of it as like a convention center. It's mostly just white stone with just just arches, overlapping arches, kind of giving this sense of like almost like a shell of some sort. You know, in this very like almost like the like if the Athenaeum was was rounded,
Oh, okay.
you know, like so like these beautiful white columns, but sort of like arched over and interlocking instead of sticking straight up. Giving it this, it almost looks like you're walking into this like seashell kind of feel. These big glass windows looking out over like topiary gardens, and it's a kind of it's the kind of hall you might expect a very elite gathering to be in. And milling around this large main lobby entrance, there are just hundreds of what are obviously scientists, as you'd expect. Your party is much more well dressed than just about anyone, although there are some very fashionable people. There's some you recognize have that bearing of very wealthy, noble people, probably scholars at great houses or major houses that have come here. And as you step out of the car, Revis like opens the door for Pyrrha and then like offers his arm. I guess he'd give his left arm, so but he offers his arm if you'd like to take it, and says you don't have to if you don't want to. I just thought it might help with the illusion.
And Pierre says, "This is a bunch of scientists." I think us just walking with each other will be enough for now, because she knows that would look weird.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
would look really weird.
yeah. And you see him kind of blush and like, I am so stupid. I am so sorry.
I'm like, no, don't call yourself stupid. That was a good thought. I'm just saying we're all kind of a bunch of nerds here. and someone like you might not, you're all athletic and everything. You might not hang around a bunch of nerds. She's so awkward.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Oh god.
Cassandra leans over to Helenus. So much for at the hip.
I wouldn't mind hanging out with a bunch of nerds if they're all like you.
And she just kind of blushes.
Yeah.
The twins just look at each other.
It's
Iser looks too.
Yeah. They're all just like, okay.
We weren't this dumb, were we?
yeah. Yes, you were. Yeah. And but he just kind of like holds his arm out, like like head bound, like not like a dear lady, please go
Yeah.
before me, but like a okay, I screwed it up. Go, shall we? Kind of like you see him relax a little more.
Okay.
And, but he kind of stays very close to your side as you're going, and you also see what Helenus saw, of like his eyes are just constantly alert and scanning the whole room. Iser, how are you doing? What are you doing?
By the time Iser emerges from the car,
Mhm.
he's rumpled.
Mm.
Like he specifically had wadded up his jacket behind him when he sat,
Yeah,
and he's got like
yeah,
the part on the hair is usually on one side, and he's kind of like combed it wrong,
yeah.
so it's got sort of a cowlick thing going on, and just
Nice.
subtle appearance changes
Yeah.
to try and just blend in academia.
Oh, that's
Right?
great. Oh,
Like
I love
just
it.
just another mentat here for learning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to give you a point of determination
Oh.
for that.
Ooh,
And, I don't really know. That's not exactly how giving determination is supposed to work, but I just feel like it's we would have to be rolling a lot for the way
Yeah.
determination works in the rules, and I don't always want to roll at every little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna purposefully use it a little more like Benny's, and as a reward for like really interesting choices. Cool. So yeah, well, and we'll see how that goes. But because I can also award momentum too, but you can build that pretty easily by rolling. So yeah. So Helenus, Cassandra, what are you guys doing?
I think Cassandra
What's your
is still
approach?
trying to project that same kind of faux mourning that she
Mhm.
was in at the press conference.
Yeah.
So still kind of like looks a little unsure on her feet, like
Mm-hmm.
a little out of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then I think at her side is Helenus being the dutiful brother,
Yeah.
and using it as an opportunity to sort of the same way that Rebus is being at Pyrrha's side,
Mm-hmm.
be at Cassandra's side,
Okay.
where he is looking and watching, and he's kind of not super worried that we're in immediate danger here, but there's that training
Yeah.
where he is like, yes, but. And so he is watching specifically at her side.
Yeah. Okay.
How was Helenus after your conversation on the terrace?
Oh, he was super normal.
Yeah, we didn't really go into that.
Yeah,
did we?
I think before the press conference, he comes like right at the wire, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who is always early.
Right.
And just kind of assumes this same position of kind of being your shadow, where he seems to be quite happy to be and has for a lot of your lives. But you would know that he was not just hiding something, but specifically hiding being really, upset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think as you're helping Cassandra out of the car and walking across the plaza, she kind of leans in and says, "This can't all be for Odie. What is going on with you?"
And as he looks around the crowd and gives kind of a half-hearted smile to someone, "You want to do this now?"
No, I just want you to know that I know. And if it's something that's going to come up later, we should address it as soon as possible.
It isn't about this.
I think, sorry, I'm kind of intruding here, but I kind of feel like that's a little bit of a misleading statement, or I feel like, and I'm not saying that to like, oh, you
No.
shouldn't say that,
No,
but I'm like
no.
wondering, are you? It seems to me not quite accurate, and I wonder, are you trying to?
This is specifically in reference to the explosion.
Yeah. So you don't think all of that is connected?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay.
He thinks he's telling the truth. Whether or not that's
Yeah.
true is a whole other story.
Right. Okay. All right. That makes sense. So,
Yeah.
okay.
No, you're good.
So,
No, but that may affect this.
Are you going to tell me what you're doing here?
My job.
And he finally stops and looks her dead in the eyes. And what is that these days?
Protecting the people I love.
Does she believe that?
Does Cassandra believe that?
Yeah, when he looks her in the eyes, does it look like she believes it?
It is very much a half-truth.
Mm.
It is very much that is true, but it's also, it is a swallowable truth.
There's something couched inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
do you let Helenus? Do you try to keep that from Helenus? Act as though it is the truth, or do you let him in?
I don't try to hide it, but I do try to play it as, how does it feel to have a secret kept from you?
Oh.
Yeah, this is the game we're playing.
Yeah. Okay.
What if you and I just go out tonight?
I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Good. I'd like to cut over to Iser. Iser, what? I feel like you would have told them kind of what the plan should be. Did you tell everyone to split up, to stay kind of together, to stay together but not look like it? What was your plan getting them?
I
here?
don't. Well, the plan would obviously be not to have everybody in a cluster,
Yeah.
right? If you show familiarity, that's
Yeah.
fine,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're just attendees of a seminar,
Yeah.
right? If you try and act all aloof and odd, it's going to stand out.
Yeah.
Because people usually come to these because they're interested in the subject,
Yeah.
and there's going to be lots of groups of people that know each other.
Yeah. Right.
So that's not weird.
Yeah.
I think specifically Iser is about the two duos.
Okay.
Like, that's the person you're here with. That's the person you're here with.
Mm-hmm.
You can know each other. You can interact with each other. That's fine, but maybe not sit right next to each other. You're in the same section of the auditorium, but not
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
closely discussing everything. Iser is specifically going to latch on to a group of, if he sees another group of Mentats,
Mm-hmm.
if he sees even just like a duo of people that look professorial,
Yeah.
he's probably going to latch onto them and just stay with them and watch
Okay.
what's going on.
Yeah.
And then specifically, he wants to look at the security around this professor, the Inuna.
Inuna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Inuna Kwan.
Right.
Yeah.
So he specifically wants to know what's the security around them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know they come from Playlax. Are they like a full Playlaxu?
Yeah.
Like, trained with all their weird arts?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff. I think
Yeah.
he's fascinated by that stuff.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't actually have a lot of interaction with it because they're very insular.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think he's genuinely interested in the lecture for that reason,
Mm-hmm.
but specifically looking for opportunities to take by force.
Yeah.
Like, what's the security options? Can we take them? Between, everybody's skills here, we could probably take out a decent group of guards
Yeah.
if we had to,
Yeah.
If I can spot what vehicle they arrive in, or
Mm-hmm.
if they're here on like an embassy car,
Yeah.
Playlax, or
Okay.
that kind of stuff.
Wait, I'd like to have you do an understand roll.
Sure.
On this, and I'm gonna say this is a difficulty too, because this information is just not out there,
Right.
but that's not too difficult for you. I think this is, you're used to finding out information regardless of whether or not it's supposed to be hidden.
Right, yeah.
So, but yeah, yeah, and do you have a focus and understand?
I do. Deductive reasoning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would, I think that applies.
Gotcha.
And what drive do you think is appropriate here?
I'm kind of torn between duty and power.
Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like duty might be it. Like you're
right.
you're serving your function in the house, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is the kind of stuff that they hired you to be able to do. Yeah.
But I think it's my argument for power.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I'm actually fine either way.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
But I think it's part of the game for him.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
being better at this than a security team
Oh,
feels very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So, like, all of this work that he does is
Yeah.
just because he enjoys it.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
It's not because he's hired to do a specific thing and he grudgingly goes and clocks in at work. No.
Yeah.
It's very much like the only reason he's doing this job is because he likes the challenge.
He
of
likes
it.
the challenge of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would accept that, because I think in general, like you could go about this in, there are plenty of ways to learn more about this professor or this scientist without having to like really put in some risk,
Sure.
But I think maybe you push it a little bit, just to make like, even though you probably don't need to, you search out the full information, everything you can possibly get, just for the challenge of it. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Whether it's like brush passing the security,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
or what just
Yeah.
presenting little moment challenges for them,
Yeah.
rolling a quarter,
Right. Right.
stuff just to see if
Yeah.
they notice,
Yeah.
that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So this will be a difficulty 2.
Okay. And
Mhm.
forgive me
Okay.
one more time.
Yeah. So
Spending a determination can activate your statement on your drive.
yes, if your statement applies, you can spend a point of determination to make an automatic 1 die as a 1, which gives you an automatic 2 successes. You can also use it afterwards to re-roll some or all of your dice. And yeah, but mostly the use is usually to get an automatic.
I'm going to activate those who have true power seldom need use it.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure what he would do.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's roll that.
No, that's that's 4 successes.
4 successes. Ooh, nice. Okay. All right. So that'll generate 2 points of momentum for your pool. Yeah. So So you so there's a number of things you learn, and one is that there are several Tleilaxu scientists here, and you you overhear several of them talking about Dr. Kwan, and they seem to have a familiarity with her, but they are also very dismissive of her, and basically kind of like showing like you catch the underlying misogyny of it, you know. You know, and it's no secret that the Tleilaxu are very male chauvinist, you know, kind of, they're very disdainful of women, and women are not treated equally by any means. But you get the sense that she is known by the Tleilaxu, like she's known for having worked with the Tleilax, but she is not she's not considered one of them, basically.
Oh.
Yeah. So people talk about her as being an associate of them, and like, why would she do that? And you know, so there's a lot of questioning of why she would work with the Tleilaxu at all, given how they surely must feel about her. And then when you overhear some Tleilaxu scientists talking, like, it's clear that they do feel that way about her, like very disdainful, very dismissive. But then they'll be like, you know, begrudgingly, but she is really smart though. Yeah, she's really smart. Yeah. You know, and like
A useful tool.
yes, exactly. They consider her a useful tool. But you see that there doesn't seem to be any official security around her. She's going to be speaking in Hall C, and the schedule was known, so you kind of knew that, but you are able to also kind of see a floor plan of the place and commit that to memory pretty easily. So you have and it's a very detailed plan too. It has all kinds of, like, shows like this, the service corridors behind the stages and things like that. All the loading dock exits and things of that nature. So you'll have you'll have a very good sense of where you are and where to go while you're in here. But yeah, you have about an hour or so before her lecture is supposed to start. I will say, because of how successful you are, you can figure out roughly when and where she's going to be brought into the hall. Do you want to I leave that up to you with what to do with that information. If you want to try and talk to her or see her before she goes into her lecture or not, you certainly could, or arrange something else.
Sure.
Yeah. So,
yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Pyrrha, Revis is just kind of quietly next to you. He does occasionally, like, as you're kind of wandering around, and you see, you see these sort of like announcements, digitally projected on the walls and things about like this lecture by this professor on this topic is starting in 5 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Those kinds of like announcements are coming up. And Revis a couple of times asked you like, what exactly is that? About some of the scientific subjects.
Some of the like, and especially when it comes to the physics stuff, I would know who some of these people were.
Absolutely.
I may not know them personally, but I'd know who they were.
Yeah.
And like I go, oh, that's so and so. He came up with a brilliant. That's so and so. She came up with this. And I might be like, oh, that guy, he's a hack. I'm not even gonna bother. Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like his theories are just so out there, and the math is wrong. And I don't know why no one has even corrected him.
I think so. At one point, you're kind of looking at like, here's the lineup of today in the hall D, and he's kind of like leaned himself against the wall, like arms crossed, and like he's he's looking like he's just kind of relaxed and hanging out while you're in people watching, while you're looking at the lineup, but like his eyes are on constant scan, and this is his way of like pretending to be nonchalant while he like makes sure nobody is going to bother you. But there's you, as you're kind of going on about that scientist whose math is just wrong all the time, he just kind of goes, do you want me to kill him for you?
I go, what? That's like the record scratch.
Yeah.
I go, for bad math?
And he just kind of grins.
And I go, oh, thank God.
Yeah. I would not kill somebody for you for bad math.
Oh.
But if you ordered it, I would.
I was starting to like that kid.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's like trying to play you on like yeah, I would. No.
And then I just laugh.
No, it's it totally would. But no, I wouldn't. Yeah,
Was that loud enough for all of us?
Yeah, did we all hear that?
No, I think this is this is kind of a private moment, unless you want to be like reading their lips and body language from across the room.
Oh my God, can we be mean girl judging them from
Yes.
across the room?
Yeah.
Please.
You absolutely can.
We have an hour to kill.
Yeah. All I gotta do is stalk my baby sister and
Right,
bet that guy.
Yeah.
So I think when that happens, I just look at Helenus like, that's you. That's how you flirt.
No. And that's you. And he says, looking at Pyrrha.
Let's not say things we can't take back.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, Helenus has kind of relaxed a little bit into this, like, I'm just the heir of Lykos. I'm just here to be pretty. And we see that actually he's wearing, like, this gorgeous, like, intricately closed, like, jacket. Kind of, like, hangs loose. He looks really nice. And he's just, like, pretending in every way that he's raised to do to be eye candy here in this situation.
Yeah.
And he has this fakeness that I think Cassandra has seen so often that she knows he fucking hates. Where he's just the party boy, he's just the pretty face, and it's a really, really bad impersonation of Odie.
Yeah. Nice.
I love this.
Yeah.
And I think this is the first time in a long time that the twins have gotten to be the twins.
Yeah.
And like just kind of relax back into like our old habits and our old rhythms.
Yeah. Yeah. What is Pyrrha? How is Pyrrha dressed? Are you like fashionable dressed up?
Oh,
like,
yes. I mean, I've got to represent the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're also in mourning, so.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I thought about this.
Yes. Okay.
I'm wearing like it's a high neck, but it has like cut out little shoulders and long sleeves, and it comes down. It looks like a dress, like a princess cut, but it's actually like palazzo pants.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
girl.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
And so, and she's got her hair kind of up, and she's still House Lykos after all. She knows she's a nerd, but
Yeah.
She's not going to look like one.
Yeah. So she approached her style training as fervently as her
Yeah.
other training.
And
Yeah.
when she's like at home, she's, flouncy, right?
Yeah.
In her manner, but she knows what's expected of her in public.
Yeah.
So she's carrying herself with a more like dignified demeanor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and so the other three of you can is you can see like their body language and everything, and it's I don't think Pyrrha's like successfully hiding her body language, right? Or and
Not at all.
Yeah.
She's so bad at this. 'Cause
Yeah.
She's so not used to it.
yeah
And she's just like,
Yeah.
She's so bad at hiding it.
Yeah. And Revis kind of slips a little bit for a moment, and for the first time since you got here, he stops scanning the room, and he just kind of like he looks into your eyes, and this he's so hot, and like and he just gets this really like earnest look, and he says, "How smart are you?"
And I just kind of like, pretty smart. Yeah. I don't want to go, I'm a genius, but I'm like,
yeah,
pretty smart.
yeah.
I'm not embarrassed of it, but I don't want to like be
right,
a
yeah.
braggart or anything
Yeah,
either.
yeah. Let's not pretend I'm not really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he just you guys see from across the room this slow, broad smile like spread over his face as he's staring into the eyes of your sister. And I think both of you are aware, and Iser too, like he's stopped scanning the room. And he's scanning your sister now. So, yes.
Can I ask a question? How observant are you of outside the bubble of you guys watching now?
Helenus is always kind of watching.
Sure.
And I think that they're kind of sometimes standing shoulder to shoulder opposite. Because he'll just turn around and like casually glance around the room like, oh yes, look at all these well-dressed people.
Gotcha.
That kind of stuff.
I think Cassandra normally would be more observant of what's happening around her. She's looking for, taking her aunt's advice, for the opportunity. But also keeping her eye on Pyrrha. Because this is getting a little too messy. And wants to make sure that Pyrrha doesn't get in over her head.
Mm-hmm.
So she's definitely playing chaperone. Normally she'd be playing more head on a swivel.
Yeah.
I think that when she might take a moment to look away, Helenus is looking at Pyrrha. They are
They're
collectively
like
one
tag teaming.
chaperone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I want to challenge myself and see if I can get up next to you before you notice.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do
Okay.
it. Let's do it.
Because I think he's a little disappointed there aren't security guards
Oh,
Valid.
yeah.
that he can work against. So he's
Valid.
like,
Yeah.
More
"Harumph."
now. More now.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. This was too easy.
So I'm going to
gonna
sneak up on a
Helenus.
Swordmaster of Ginas
Yeah.
and a Bene Gesserit.
Yeah.
Like a normal person.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally
I said
fine.
it's a challenge. I
Yeah.
acknowledge.
Yeah. So I think that's
But I think he's also changed coats
Oh,
yeah.
since we got out of the car. And
Yeah.
like I kind of blended into the crowd for a while. And
Yeah.
now
This
I've got
is-
like a coat from the university, like
Oh,
their
uh-huh.
colors.
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Yeah. And, okay. Yeah. It just kind of like I feel like you're just like piece by piece changing disguise, like as you
Yeah.
like,
Absolutely.
just
Like
every time we see you something else is slightly different, and
out of
that's it.
character,
Yeah.
there's a fascinating interview with the lady that used to be the head of disguise for the CIA
Oh.
on YouTube, and talking about how many little things
Yeah.
are all about changing one little tiny quick
Yeah.
thing, and just going like walking through a crowd.
Yeah.
What can I change? I can get rid of my coat.
Yeah, jack it
Yeah.
off, jack it off.
I can change my height.
Yeah.
I can change my gait.
Yeah.
Like just little tiny things that
Yeah,
they trained people to do to make them indistinguishable.
Oh yeah, you're gonna need to share that video.
I was like, I have
Yeah,
to
I'll
see
buy
that.
We're
it.
gonna.
No.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
right?
And she's just
Yeah.
a fascinatingly normal
Yeah.
lady.
No,
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
normal, but I love it.
yeah.
She just learned how to play normal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's fine. You know,
Yeah.
that's the point.
Yeah. Okay. So I think this is gonna be a move roll for
Sure.
Iser.
And I've got stealth as a focus.
Yep,
Alright.
that would
Nice.
count. Yeah. And then I think this would be for Helenus and Cassandra. I feel like it's probably discipline.
Hmm.
Can I make a case for understand because I have the danger sense focus?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I think for you this might be more of a connecting, like almost with the mysticism.
Mm-hmm.
With you're using your Pranabindu training to to be aware of what's happening around you on sort of this meta sense, whereas I think Helenus is just sheer practiced observation.
Hmm.
You're aware of everything around you as much as possible at every moment.
Yep, correct.
Okay.
I'm gonna use duty.
I'm also gonna use duty.
Yeah. I think probably power for
I
Iser.
think
Yeah.
so, I was gonna say I feel like that's the move.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I got one success and a complication.
Ooh. Okay. Is it?
I got 2 successes. No.
Boon success.
Win success. Okay. All right. So. Yeah. So I feel like. I feel like you get close. And Cassandra probably notices you just a second before Iser does, or before Helenus does.
Yeah.
So I should not have this much trouble with names right now, but yeah. But yeah. So what does this look like as you're trying to approach them? What are you hoping to be? Oh yeah, that's right. I need to buy that complication. So I am paying a point of threat to buy that complication. Thank you to our chat mod. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. I got to buy it.
You know,
Yeah,
James,
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, otherwise, you should think it because otherwise I would have just
I
done
know.
the complication
That wasn't
without paying the
sarcasm.
threat. Yeah. So
I think I'm trying to make it look like I'm just on not a collision course, but just getting past where they are.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is I just want to walk past and pause for a second and just like pretend like I'm making an introduction.
Yeah. Okay.
While I kind of convey the information I've discovered.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Right.
So, how do you both react when you spot Iser, knowing that you can? I think Cassandra actually like Helenus spots him, but Cassandra spots him and knows what he was trying to do.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that
And
seems right.
yeah,
Oh, I think. No, am I able to know like that he was trying to like do an fake introduction?
you
I think you probably know that I was trying to get close to you before you noticed that I could have been a threat.
Okay.
yeah
Like I'm not
Yeah.
actually like going to run up and try and shank you or
Right.
something.
yeah.
What are you, a 19-year-old boy?
I think what Cassandra will do is because I think the way that we're positioned, I think that you are behind her. Like I think she's facing the other direction. She's facing Pyrrha, and so I think when you get like 2 steps away from her, she will just Are you lost, Iser?
Oh man.
Maybe you trained her too well.
No, I think there's like the frown of disappointment,
Oh,
right? Like, I lost the game.
Yeah.
That like frustration and like composing himself. You probably turn around just.
Yeah,
to
I
kind of
think to
see-
make
yeah.
it worse, Helenus turns around and I think is like holding a drink. You know, like
Yeah.
literally, like looks like he's on vacation.
Yeah.
You should know better than to try and sneak up on a sister of the Bene Gesserit.
Where's the fun in that?
What are you wearing?
Right.
Yeah.
It's probably like bad wool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he takes a beat and then he's just like,
It's
I think Cassandra actually like touches it. Like, is that synthetic?
Yes, this coat doesn't breathe at all.
looks itchy.
It takes a significant amount of mental discipline not to be sweating.
What have you found?
It seems like the sponsors of our doctor don't appreciate her because of who she is.
Helenus turns around to go back to looking at Pyrrha, since Cassandra and Iser are having this conversation, but his ear is
Yeah.
still to the conversation.
Okay.
I would think possibly a good way to approach the situation is letting Pyrrha do it.
Do you think she's ready?
Well, I think she could communicate on a level that most of us can't on this type of science. And appreciation from someone that knows what you're talking about goes a long way to feeling appreciated. When someone that can keep up with you admires the thing you do.
I see.
At least that would be my idea. It wouldn't be a good thing for Helenus or I to approach.
Let's see if she has the focus to do so. And he says, looking at Pyrrha, who's being actively flirted with.
Yeah. And as you look over, you see Revis just briefly takes his eyes off of Pyrrha and sees you seeing him, and like straightens up, and like he just like he's like, oh shit, working, I'm working, and you see him like his whole demeanor just completely changes instantly.
And I just go,
Yeah.
my brother and sister are watching you, aren't they?
Should I be worried?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you probably just see Iser's eyes over Helenus' shoulder.
Yeah.
Right? Just
Yeah.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Awful. And security as well.
is practically non-existent.
That's both a relief and terrifying.
But it's entirely possible that they don't value this technology as highly as we do because they don't know what we're going to be able to do with it.
That is true. Very good. Let's have Pyrrha run point on the conversation with the good doctor.
I'll leave that to you. I wouldn't want to be seen talking to both.
Good. Well, with security being well and truly handled, I do have business to attend. And I will take care of that, but I will instruct Pyrrha before I go. And well, you'll see. So I will beckon Pyrrha over.
Okay. They come over.
Yeah. And Revis follows, but like once you get there, like he keeps his distance, like like you could tell, like he has also been trained in how to be discreet and not not insert himself into the family business when not invited to. Yeah.
Yes. You can stay. I'm not gonna hurt her, I promise.
Oh, no, I just thought I should that you speak privately. I didn't.
Oh no, I meant he can stay where he is, not
Oh.
follow Pyrrha. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, you can be over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
like
okay.
heal. Like
Oh yeah. 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 And he like he takes the note.
okay. So, what do you think of your new bodyguard?
We're torturing a poor 19-year-old girl.
The expression on your face, Michelle, is just
To die for.
so perfect. Yeah.
You never let me have any fun.
This is fun.
He's cute.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Now, I hate to ask this, but it's my duty as your older sister. Mother has had the conversation with you, yes?
Yes.
Good.
When I was like 12.
Just wanted to make sure. Mother can be negligent in her duties at times.
Have you also read books about it?
Of course.
I'm sure it was way better than whatever Mom said. Yeah.
Because any questions I had, I wasn't going to ask Mom.
No.
Good. We've been discussing our plan of attack,
Okay.
and we feel that our best chance at gaining the good doctor's assistance would be to have you lead the conversation. As a fellow scientist, as a fellow researcher, as someone who speaks the same language, you may be able to play into her ego, lull her into a not false sense of security, but into a sense of security. And at least it seems, according to Iser, she may not be terribly respected among her current peers, and may be looking for a change.
And I'm like, God, her work is incredible. I don't know why they would not respect her.
Yes, it is quite the thing to be underestimated.
Yep. And she gives her a look.
Helenus looks away from both of his sisters in this moment for his own safety.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have duties to attend to, so I will not be here for the conversation. But I wanted to make sure that you were aware of the plan, and make sure you had no questions.
No, I think I know what to do. At least I hope.
Very good. Well then, if you will excuse me, and Cassandra will...
He's gonna follow her if she walks away.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, she is then going to raise her voice, not capital V voice, but just
Yeah.
voice.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a way to make a scene.
Right.
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
Hell of an exit.
Yeah.
And say something to the effect of, I can't keep pretending everything is fine, and storm off.
And Helenus kind of just looks to Pyrrha, that I think publicly everyone knows, like,
Yeah.
we're all a
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
And then is gonna go follow her.
She's gonna turn around, don't follow me.
And he stops.
And I give him a look of like, I'm fine.
You can see he's genuinely hurt by this.
I want to.
BG business.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I want to like. Oh, I want to play with this. I just like make them fight. Anyway. Yeah. How are you gonna respond to that?
I mean, he stands there and he has been so guarded since you've come back.
Mm-hmm.
And the conversation yesterday that he clearly had away from you. And you see that hurt come back. That, when we were 6, scared little boy. And he looks to you, and he wants to go with you because he feels completely untethered, like he woke up from a nightmare when you were children.
I do want to say, meta-wise, there's no problem with you letting him come with you if you want. So, meta-wise, that would not be something that would not. But character-wise, that's all you.
Yeah, I think on some level she wants him to come with her because she's kind of scared, especially on what her Aunt Isabel said. Like, that's kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
But I think that she's so concerned, even though Iser said everything's fine, there's no real security issues, having both of us away from Pyrrha and Iser is too big a risk. So she's going to double down and try to, like, again, communicate with her eyes, like, I am fine. This is fine. I will tell you about it later. Like, this is part of the plan, is what she's trying to communicate.
And I think they've had fake spats and things like that their entire lives, and he just kind of takes a beat, and you can see the sting kind of wear off. But he didn't used to be, especially when you both got older, he didn't used to be so sensitive. And he lets it go and just kind of gives the smallest nod and stops.
And Cassandra will keep storming off.
Okay.
Pushing away through the crowd if she has to, making
A scene.
a big enough scene.
Yeah.
Like, not absolutely ostentatious, but big enough that just spin that rumor mill that she is not okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, I think this is for Iser and Pyrrha to answer, but do you want to try and speak with Dr. Kwan before her lecture or wait until afterwards? Either answer is fine. It's just a matter of...
I'd probably want to wait till afterwards.
Wait till afterwards?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I'll do a little montage. So I think, we hear the announcement that the lecture by Dr. Anuna Kwan, transitive substances in quantum thought, is beginning in 5 minutes, and you all make your way into the lecture hall, and I think Iser, you seat them in a spot that like, you think we see you, like, sort of subtly walk them to the spot that you've picked out that will be the easiest for them to quickly duck backstage and after it's over, and you find a spot that's that gives you a full view of everything that's going on as well.
Yeah, I think he'd also spend time thinking about, if this doctor doesn't have their own security, he's going to work at that too.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Keep watching the crowd, see if there's anything going to happen, anything weird going on.
Yeah.
Because this is our goal.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think in parallel, Helenus decides to just kind of recede into the shadows for, like, the rest of this symposium, specifically to shadow where Pyrrha is going.
Okay. So, are you going to go into the lecture hall as well?
If she's in the room, he is in the room.
Okay, got it. Okay. But you're going to kind of stick to the shadows, be unobtrusive, ready to strike. Okay. All right. And Revis sits with you to keep up the pretense that you're here together. And you can tell, like once you're in this room, he almost seems to relax a little bit. Like, he doesn't know that, like, this is the big deal. This is why you're here. You see him kind of, if you're paying, you can decide whether or not you actually pick up on this. But Helenus and Iser, you may or may not pick up on this as well, but he kind of relaxes a little bit because it's like, oh, we're just in this lecture hall. Nothing is likely to happen here. Like I can, I can watch, with like I don't have to like see the whole room kind of thing, So it's not quite as it's a little bit of a little bit of sign of overconfidence, I think. Yeah. So, but you can all kind of like think of that what you will. But yeah, as he settles into his chair, he does like look over at you, Pyrrha, and gives that gigawatt smile. Yeah, and he says, "I'm not gonna understand any of this, am I?"
Probably not, but that's okay.
Yeah. All right. I'll draw you pictures later, maybe.
She just laughs,
Yeah.
She has a little notebook that she takes out. She's going to be taking notes during
Yeah.
the lecture because she's that kind of person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Pyrrha, love her so much. If Adam was a Dune character, it's like, yeah. Yeah, and I think that's interposed with the scene of the car speeding through the city, and with Cassandra in the back, looking out the window as the tall buildings pass by, and you go into this what seems like an older part of the city. The architecture changes a little bit, becomes a little less sleek, a little more worn, but still just kind of overwhelming in its scope. It's not worn because it's poor. It's worn because this is where the oldest rich people live, basically. And the immense wealth of the people who can afford to live in nice areas still comes through, even though you can tell that the stone here is more worn, the windows a little more clouded, but the car pulls up in front of this very stark looking building. The concrete is it's not concrete, but the stone that it's built out of is kind of this fading yellowish gray. Probably was once a very rich cream color, and now with time has just become sort of a sad, faded color, reflection of its past glory. The doors are just immensely tall as you walk up to them. The doorknob is at normal height, but the doors kind of tower up and square off over twice your height. And we see a hand open the door, and in this very kind of weathered looking servant in a black, just a simple black suit, lets you in. Back in the lecture hall, Dr. Anuna Kwan comes on the stage and starts her presentation, and she enters the stage, and you see this giant intellect in a sort of stooped and almost defeated looking posture. When she speaks, the confidence in her knowledge is so clear. Her voice shows no signs of weakness or strain, but you can tell, like, she just kind of has this stooped bearing that makes her look smaller than she should be. And she's a fairly small woman anyway. And you know, she has sort of like dark, like salt and pepper hair, just kind of brushed back smoothly, kind of tied in a loose ponytail. But she has that cool like one white stripe, you know, down the front, like all badass middle-aged women have, and she's wearing just very simple clothing, but it's like this like medium gray kind of blouse and dark gray slacks, and jewelry that looks very ancient but very, very simple. She steps up to the stage, and she waves to start the projection, and she begins to introduce herself and starts to talk about what led her down this path of discussing bioorganic gels. And Helenus and Iser, like, you see like lots of people just kind of nodding in agreement and like following along. You see that there's quite a lot of people who have absolutely no idea what she's really talking about, right?
I look around the lecture hall. Is it empty, full?
It's fairly full, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not like sold out, but there are probably like 400 or 500 seats, and it's probably like 350 full.
Okay.
Like, you know, so like and so it's the biggest hall that they have.
Okay.
And it's pretty full. There's I think from the actually you're a Mentat, so you can do a quick calculation and realize like the average attendance of a lecture at this symposium, given what you know of like the timing, the number of speakers, all of those factors come together, and you realize like this is pretty well attended for one of their sessions.
Okay.
So there's but yeah, so you unlike a lot of other people know exactly what she's talking about, and you're able to follow along pretty clearly. And I think as she kind of goes through, as she starts to talk about some of the development, and you start to piece together those like flashes of insight that you're like, oh, that's how she got there, you know. And I think Pyrrha starts to feel that like, I get what you're saying. Like I get how, like, it's just starting to make sense to you.
Okay. Yeah.
We cut back to this dimly lit old mansion, and you're shown into this room, and before, like, even before the door is opened, you smell that overpowering sense of spice melange, and the door opens, and you can see just a little bit of air movement from the door opening stirs up a little dust, and like it's just sparkling in the air, and you can smell it as you breathe. It's and like you've partaken of spice before. How does Cassandra usually take her spice? And does she like it? Does she do it intentionally, or is it just like the general average, like, Yeah.
I think she actually did it a lot more before she became a Bene Gesserit.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
I think in her recreational, like, wild party girl days, it was
Yeah.
very, very kind of that vibe.
Yeah.
And then once she started learning, like, the applications of it,
She
she stopped to not, so that she wouldn't build up a tolerance to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it'd be more effective.
Yeah. Like she recognized that it's a tool, not a toy.
Exactly.
Maybe? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, so, but yeah, so this, I mean, you've been to parties in the past, where, spice was just in the air, but this feels ever present. And there's a fire and a hearth, on the other side of the room, and these two large padded chairs, and you can't see who's sitting in one of the chairs, but you hear that, and as someone breathing in through an apparatus, taking in a more concentrated dose of spice, and you can sense the heartbeat that's there, and you feel it steady as the spice hits the blood, and then it starts to faint. Fade. Yeah. Like what's the verb version of faint? It starts to the blood, the pulse starts to fade a little bit, and then there's another, and as you your danger sense is it's activating, and it's that kind of like it's kind of like when you feel a pain, and then like you just squeeze the wound so hard that it starts feeling numb.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of how your danger sense feels right now.
Can I sense where the danger is coming from?
Everywhere. It feels like everything about your entire life is dangerous right now. Like you don't feel like, oh, this person that I'm here to visit is going to kill me. It's not like that, but it's this like, and you start to feel this sense that like, you feel like you should know everything there is in the universe, and you know that it scares you.
So I think that first, when she starts feeling this danger sense, before she fully analyzes it, she, almost like a supplicant, will put her hands behind her back, like waiting for the person behind, sitting at the chair, to address her.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, that is where she keeps her blade.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the small of her back. So it's very much like she grips the handle, like she's getting idea of where the danger is coming from. And as she starts to realize, oh, it's everywhere, and the blade is useless, she kind of like relaxes almost into the fear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the blade's not going to help her.
Yeah. Yeah. So Pyrrha. So you, as you listen to Dr. Kwan, what's the thing you want to know the most? Do you want to know more about like how her science works, or are you listening to try and figure out like how does this all apply to what your mother has created? I guess I'll give you a little more leading question.
I think more how her science works.
Yeah.
Because if this particular part of the mission were to fail,
yeah,
we might be able to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. If I know enough. And so, yeah.
Yeah. And I think you actually, let's have you roll.
Okay.
Let's have you do an understand roll. And I think you also have deductive reasoning, right?
Yes.
So that would definitely apply on your focus.
And truth.
Yeah.
which I seek to uncover the many secrets of the universe.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you want to spend determination, you can. Yeah.
I don't know if I want to spend it here. I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
save it
Yeah.
because I know.
Yeah.
And that is one success.
One success.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think that's enough to, like, you're following very clearly, and you get the sense that if you had the specific formulas, you could probably recreate the process.
Okay.
Right. So so it's like you're grasping the core concept very clearly. It just makes so much sense with what you had already been theorizing way back when. Is that that feeling of the math of the universe is more connected than anybody realizes, and that everyone's so focused on what's at the smaller levels that nobody thinks about the dimensions that are larger than us. Yeah, we see ourselves in our universe as the largest dimension, or the largest grouping of perceivable dimensions, and that there's all of these other dimensions and they're all smaller than what we perceive.
Yeah.
And she's kind of getting to this idea that, like, no, actually think more in the macro, and you'll realize more. And Iser, I think you pick up on a little bit of this as well, that what she's talking about is basically very similar to what the Sappho juice does. It just enhances the her substances enhance the computing capacity of the human mind, and what Pura is figuring out is that this gel actually works as an extension of the human mind, essentially allowing you to create not only that Sappho juice effect, but expand it to billions more neurons, essentially, or as though it were going to billions of more neurons. Yeah, and she's saying all of this in a way, like, I think for a lot of people it goes over their heads, but for Pyrrha, like, you realize, like, she's really simple and clear about this. Like, she's not even, like, getting to the really hard stuff, which you can see on the edge of her work. Yeah. And she kind of concludes her lecture, and she just begins gathering her things, and as people start to file out of the meeting hall, you can quickly slip back into the back if you want. You could go up on stage with her. You could, whatever, but yeah, what's
And then
your
slipping
plan?
back-stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll probably like walk over to a curtain and be like,
Yeah.
"There's a door here."
Yeah. And you just do this, like, perfectly timed, very subtle maneuver, and, like, as people are filing away, Iser just appears and opens a curtain, and you just slip through a door.
I think we see Helenus go actually the other way out the back of the room, and to, like, literally like a service side door of where that hallway or the backstage, wherever that goes.
Okay. Yeah. So you'll kind of get on the flank.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Iser? Are you going with Pyrrha? Are you going to hang back? What's your plan?
I think I'd go along.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
That makes sense.
stay at the, that respectful underling, like, step and a half behind and to the side
Yeah.
kind of distance,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then let the boy follow us.
Yeah.
Our pet boy.
Yeah. And he also kind of does that, like staying behind, enough of a distance to keep an eye on things, but like not to like be intrusive. So, um, and Dr. Kwan comes backstage. There's this assistant with her. Just kind of a young man, not much older than you are, and just carrying a bunch of her stuff. And she stops as she sees you and sees Iser and Revis, and she says, "Oh, I'm hello, pardon me." And she starts to like.
I go, Dr. Kwan. Hi.
Yes.
My name is Pyrrha. I'm a really big fan of your work.
She looks really confused for a moment and then begins to relax, and she says, well, thank you. I'm Dr. Anuna Kwan. Nice to meet you.
It is so nice to meet you. I have like a million questions, and I was wondering, are you maybe free for lunch?
We'll cut away there at that moment.
Yeah. Let's go. Where's that nerd? Yes.
And
Mom taught me a thing or two.
Yeah, for real.
Cassandra, it's not very long, but you see this kind of very bony finger just sort of loosely like raise out of the side of the chair and just kind of give you that motion to come over and sit in the chair next to her. As you do, well, I assume you go
She
over,
does.
or you go?
No, absolutely, she does. I think Cassandra, as she approaches, is fighting the urge to rush.
Yeah.
She is taking deliberate steps, so like keeping a pace, so as not to appear too eager.
Yeah. Yeah.
But is very eager.
Yeah. She says, say it, child.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. For where the fear is gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. Emphasis on the I.
Nice. You learned your lesson well, child. Come and sit. Don't feel... Or, let the fear pass through you.
So she takes a breath as she sits and like kind of centers herself, but is galvanized. Is very much in that, I think, in a fun parallel, in a way that you would have seen Pyrrha being very focused at the symposium. You kind of see that similar expression on Cassandra's face of like that focus, that like zoning in.
Yeah.
That sharpness.
And as you sit, you see this woman. She's almost the size of a child. She's so frail and bony and stooped over. Her flesh is that like papery texture of like an extremely elderly person, and like her skin is dark, dark brown, but she has this like bright white frizzles of hair. What hair there is left, a lot of it is gone, and that is just kind of falls around her face, and most of the length is pulled back and braided along her back. She does wear a veil, and you can just see mostly just the silhouette of her face. You can't see a lot of the details as you sit next to her between the veil and the dim firelight casting shadows. She looks almost like a shadow of a person. And she holds up her respirator and takes in that deep breath again. And she says, "Do you want to know how old I am?"
I wish to learn what you have to tell me.
Straight to the important parts, then.
I am afraid time may be of the essence. Do you know why I've come?
Yes. You're here to see me. Do you know why I'm still alive?
Oh. Healthy diet?
Because I'm here to see you. We cut back over to lunch with Dr. Kwan.
No. You're in danger.
Yeah. So you and Dr. Kwan sitting at this small cafe table. Iser and Helenus and Revis, like, do you have, like, what's it? Because I feel like,
Are we away from the symposium?
yeah, you've kind of like gone away to a little, what's the word? Not residential, it's commercial. Little commercial district.
Great.
Some cafes and things.
Unless Pyrrha wants her bodyguard to eat lunch with her, Helenus is going to steal Revis
Okay.
and force that young man to eat lunch with him.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
Sorry. Yeah.
He's going to torture him.
Okay, good. Yeah, is there a contest for which one faces Pyrrha?
No,
No?
no, because Helenus is going to see what Revis does.
Ah, okay. So, he seems a little hesitant, but he does sit on a side of the table where he has a clear vision of Pyrrha and as much of the street as possible. And we'll say, like, it's kind of like an outdoor sidewalk cafe kind of thing. Yeah.
Helenus sits to perfectly be able to look at Revis and the street
Okay.
as almost a sign of trust. As like half a sign of
Yeah.
trust.
Right. Yeah. Half trust.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. What about Iser?
I think I'd specifically sit close enough to overhear,
Mm-hmm.
but not look like that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Like
Yeah.
I'll sit at 2 tables away.
Yeah.
If anybody comes to sit at that table,
Uh-huh.
they're gonna get the
Yeah.
death stare, like
Yeah. Yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
Mug 'em.
that kind of thing. But
Yeah.
just sort of sitting there and observing the beautiful day outside,
Yeah. Yeah.
glancing down at his little
Yeah.
display, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so she gave her like materials and stuff to her assistant, who just took them away, and she just kind of dismissed him. But she's sitting with you, and we come back, and she's like in the middle of talking about answering one of the questions you asked her. Like you answering the first question you asked her, and she's going on quite a bit. She's very excited to discuss her work with somebody at the same enough of an intellect level to actually understand what she's talking about.
Okay.
And I think you're just savvy enough. Like you get, like she doesn't get to talk to a lot of mental equals very often. So yeah. So. But yeah, so she just goes on and on. How do you want to try and steer the conversation?
Part of the reason that I really admire you is I have a brother. Yeah, his name is Teo. And your gel has been so tremendously helpful for him.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah, he's had a lot of, mental health problems in the
Yes.
past, and I mean, it's just wonderful the calming effect it's had on him, and how much more focused and present he is. And I just wanted to see, how did that work, And so I started reading your papers, and they're just fascinating. They're just, normally I'm really into physics, but this is just amazing to me, and I've been learning everything that I can.
Well, I think this is where physics meets biochemistry, and I have long hoped that that physicists would see the applications and see what my work was capable of. We the use of the gel as a therapy for mental disorders or even discomfort or disquiet seemed to be the early application. But as with all things, or as with many things in science, it works by relieving pressure, by allowing the mind to extend outside of itself, gives room for those with a little too much activity in their prefrontal cortex to actually, and she uses a lot of highly scientific lingo as she switches into an explanation of how oh yeah, this basically just lets your brain kind of use more space so that it has room to order jumbled thoughts, basically. And she says, have you tried a session in the gel?
I have, and wow, it was really just transformative, because it did, like what you said, it expanded my thoughts beyond my head. It just gave me so much room to be able to work, to do things. And the reason I mean, besides the fact that I'm really a big fan of your work, but part of the reason that I'm asked you to lunch is because I can see that there are a lot more applications for this.
So many more.
And my family would really love it if maybe you came to work for us.
Give me an understand roll.
Okay.
Iser, I'm going to allow you to give one too.
Oh, all right.
Deductive reasoning will not work here.
Okay.
Canley?
Wow,
Yeah,
this
straight to
escalated
Canley.
quickly.
Straight to
No, Canley would not.
There's two modes that he has.
Yeah.
Deductive reasoning and Canley.
Wow.
Am I learning this because it's interesting, or am I learning this so I can kill you? Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'll do truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. None of my things apply, but
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. And I'm gonna say this is a difficulty 2.
well,
So-
thankfully I got 2 successes.
Oh,
Let's
great!
go.
Excellent. Okay. All right.
Truth or duty?
In this case, I think duty is actually more appropriate.
Gotcha. Math. No, just one.
Just one success?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you don't know exactly what it's about, but you feel a shift in Dr. Kwan, and you see she becomes visibly more nervous.
Okay.
And Pyrrha, you see as you talk about that, she gets this very scared look on her face, and she says, like kind of quickly, she just goes, "I'm very sorry, but the technology is under agreement, and there's no possibility of replicating it or reproducing it in any way whatsoever without going through the Tleilaxu Science Consortium. So if I is this a business proposition? Have you been trying to deceive me?"
And I say, I am absolutely a fan of your work. I would not have read your papers twice if I wasn't. And so I really do admire you, and I did want to meet you and talk with you.
She you see her, like, she's now looking around. She has a very paranoid air to her now.
Okay.
And she says, "You have Mentat training, don't you?"
Yes.
Right? In section 42 A, what is the formula or what is the chemical structure of the underlying molecule behind the formula?
And I just kind of,
Yeah.
and I say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says, "I'm sorry, but I had to be certain." And she's very, very quiet. I'm going to speak a little louder for podcasting purposes, but her voice is almost like it's so quiet, like you can barely hear her. She says, "Andy, oh yes."
Before she starts to speak,
Uh-huh.
Can I use an asset?
Yes.
I have an Ixian damper
Oh, uh-huh.
that can be a cone of silence, for lack of a better description,
Okay. Yeah.
to make sure that no listening devices can go on.
Yeah. So that would be pretty obvious, though, that it
Is it? I'm not
it?
sure.
I feel like, I know, like in the show, it's kind of portrayed as like this, like sort of shimmering cone around people.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. Never mind. I wouldn't.
So in all the in the show, in the movies, like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I think it's not something that. It's not something like if you walk down the street and you see somebody like activate an Ixian damper, like you're not necessarily going to be like, "Oh my God, what's happening?"
Right.
You know, but it's like
cause people to look.
it would
Yeah.
cause people to look.
Sure.
Yeah,
You're right. I
And-
wouldn't want to
yeah.
do that. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Okay. And she says, "Well, no face dancer would have actually understood that question, so maybe I can't actually speak to you." And we come back to so for those who have played with me before, you know I love to jump cut when the party splits.
So good.
Yeah. Sorry, I have notes. Dun dun dun. Yeah. She says, "I am 189 years old. I wanted to die 80 years ago, but I've had to stay here for you. Does that surprise you, sister?"
It flatters me.
Flattery. Flattery. You should be terrified.
I must not fear. She said with as much
Yeah.
bravado as she can muster.
No one stays alive 80 years longer than they're supposed to, just for a pleasant social visit. Does it not intimidate you to think that you might be so important?
As we say in my family, oftentimes the clothing wears the wearer. I have always been the one to wear the clothing. I see this as no different. If this is the mantle I'm meant to take on, then I shall wear it. I will not let it wear me.
That is a relief to hear. I was hoping you wouldn't be fragile or stupid. I am pleased to see that you are not cowed by destiny.
Absolutely using product and to like regulate her heartbeat, like
Yep.
trying to keep it as cool as possible.
I had a vision 80 years ago, and I wanted to die so that I would not have to think about it. And instead, I have spent 80 years staying alive, thinking of little else, waiting for you to come.
Then I ask you, unburden yourself. Present me with the vision and what it means. And rest.
She says, have you gone through the agony yet?
Not yet. But as things have progressed at an accelerated pace, I feel it is coming.
You will need it. You will need the other memory. You will need all of the knowledge of your foremothers. If you are to help lead us, lead humanity to a new place. Dr. Kwan looks at Pyrrha and says, the disheveled man who is was with you, is he an operative of yours? An employee?
Of my house, yes.
Do you trust him?
With my life.
And the two young men that were with us until we arrived here?
One is my brother. And one is... She hesitates. I'll just say my bodyguard.
And do you need them to be part of this conversation? If we are to speak further about my creation.
No, if we want to talk privately, we can.
My gel was meant to be used by many. And the Tleilaxu who gave me the materials and funding to develop it, unfortunately co-opted it and have essentially kept me from reproducing it so that they can keep the competition or keep competition away. They have used it for profit, and I wanted it to be used for science. But as much as I would love to hear what you and your family might want to do with it, I am under contract not to reveal it or recreate it, and the Tleilaxu would absolutely attempt to kill me if they thought I was doing so. So, as much as I would love to share this with you, I cannot. They will not hesitate to end my life.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Those are terrible conditions to be living under. If you had a way out of those conditions, would you take it?
If there were a way out, if there were true protection, yes, I absolutely would. I would be very grateful. But they do watch me. And they do keep track of my movements. I am fairly certain that that there is one at the next restaurant over who is watching us right now. They have followed me before. They have threatened me before. They have there was an early moment where I tried to get out from under them, and it was made very clear that if I tried again, that they would kill me. So it would have to be someone very powerful that could stand up to the Tleilaxu Science Consortium and be able to keep me safe.
My house might have some connections. I don't want to give you false hope of anything. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been very honest with you, as you've been honest with me, and I appreciate your honesty. But if there is a way to get you out of this, my house is well situated to be able to find that way.
She slides a piece of paper over, and she says, "Here's my contact info. If you can guarantee my safety, I would be happy to go anywhere to make sure I can continue my work."
I don't even look at the paper. I slip it into my notebook, and I just keep,
Yeah.
nodding and smiling and whatever.
Yeah.
I said, well, thank you so much for having lunch with me. I appreciate your time and your candor. I'm going to say something in a moment, and we're both going to laugh. Like I've said a really funny joke.
Mhm.
And then we'll head back to the symposium.
Okay.
Okay. So here's my really funny joke.
Her jokes, her laugh is a little forced, but it's okay. Like, yeah. And you stand up and walk back towards the symposium. And back in the dark, spice
Normal sound.
spice laden chamber, and you can see the little flecks of light flare up as spice particles hit the fire in the fireplace. She says, "My vision was a great worm who was also a man, who was also a god. And he will come, and he will bring peace for thousands of years. But learning will stop. But there is another world, a secret world. And you could find this secret world if you know how to look and you know where to go. Perhaps some part of humanity will continue to learn while the god worm rules." Can you find the secret world, child of Lykos?
Will the edge of the knife that my family currently rides lead us to the secret world?
Yes. It could lead you to find the path and escape, or it could lead to your utter destruction and erasure from memory.
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
Is hers the voice that I heard in my vision?
Yes.
You've spoken these words to me before.
And I will again. Time goes backwards when we want it to. Beginnings are such delicate things.
Then let us begin.
And she says, the way to find what you need was known only by the thinking machines. And that is what you must pursue. And she reaches out, and her bony fingers grab around your wrist, and your eyes turn cloudy white and roll back into your head. As your neck is shot backwards, your entire body stiffens as you experience her vision.
Cool.
And that is where we will end tonight.
Yikes.
No.
Hey, no big deal.
It's fine.
No big.
It's just do a heresy to save all of humanity from
Right.
I mean, what's
Yeah.
one
all of
heresy?
three
Right.
terrible
What's one
kids.
heresy?
One
Right.
heresy. Heresy.
Look at it.
Heresy.
What could a heresy cost, Michael? $10? We faced it and did not resist. The storm passed through us and around us. It's gone, but we remain. thank you everybody for joining us. I'd like to thank our chat mods, James V, who stays with us and monitors our chat, keeps us on track as well as prods all kinds of conspiracy theories in the chat. I love it. It's sometimes it's so I have to ignore it so I don't get distracted, but every once in a while I look over and I'm like, oh, what an interesting idea. And yeah. But thank you. One day after all of this is over, I'm going to go back and watch all of these again just to like watch all the chat and find out like what they got right or not. Like, yeah. But yeah. But thank you to our chat mods so that we can have a safe space for people to watch us live. We really appreciate it. Thank you to our amazing Patreons who keep us ad-free and independent. It's because of you that we're able to play games that we enjoy without worrying about publishing companies or system popularity. You can join their heroic ranks at happyjacks.org/Patreon. And any level of Patreon any of our Patreon levels that you donate at give you access to everything that we do. So some people can contribute more, others less, and that's okay. We're just happy to have any kind of help that lets us keep doing what we do. As we said, we don't take ad money, we don't have sponsorships, we just play what we like to play. All of the Patreon money goes back into improving the studio, improving the technology, paying the massive electric bill for Kimmy to keep us in air conditioning and cold drinks. So it all goes back into the product. None of us get paid for doing this, but yeah, please check out happyjacks.org/Patreon. And if you'd like to learn more, let's go back and reintroduce ourselves and let everybody know if there's anything you want to do. Let's start with Joey.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I am still Joey. Also, James V has asked the question a couple times. Just want to address it to kind of clear some stuff up. It is known that Cassandra Lykos is a Bene Gesserit, but part of her ploy is to kind of show she's having a crisis of faith. And to hopefully lull people into a false sense of security. So that's the vibe. That's what we're going for.
Yeah.
Wanted to clear that up. On pushing things, because I'm a pusher. This Sunday, if you are needing a break from Strategicon, which hopefully you won't, but if you do, come see the Poxy Boggers and the Merry Wives of Windsor performing at Angel City Brewery in downtown LA. We'll be there from noon. I think the Wives' last set ends at 6. So anytime between there, come and watch us. I'll be there. Stork will be there. Stu will be there. I don't know. I mean, the body of Stu will be there.
Yeah.
Many of the wives will be there. Come and have a good time, have a beer, and join us in this little like pre-Renaissance fair gig. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And then later, the same date, the following month in March 15th, we are doing a pre-St. Patty's Day gig that is just the Boggards, and that is from 3 to 6 p.m. again at Angel City Brewery.
Hi everyone, I'm still Kai, despite your best efforts, or someone's best efforts, I guess. And you can find me everywhere as Estelle of Imladris, where I do a lot of this. I'm a TTRPG performer, game designer, consultant. The list is very long. You can find me tomorrow somewhere on the internet in a place that has not been announced yet. But in theory, I will be on the internet tomorrow. And then on Wednesday over my channel, I'll be doing some Baldur's Gate 3 streaming at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Thursday, again, I'll be on the internet somewhere unannounced, because that's how this week is going. But on Saturday, I'll be over on Translator RPG for a community stream. We're going to talk about romance in games while our producer recovers from breaking their arm.
Oh, no.
We wish them all the best recovery, and we're happy to just take time off so that they can recover. And then I'll be on Vault Companions on Sunday for more Angels and Atoms, our Fallout 2D20 system campaign, where I'm Mr. Handy, a very different character than I am today. And then on Mondays, I'm over on my channel on Twitch, Estelle Ladris, with my show Costuming and Storytelling called Seems Right, where today I wrote a one-shot live on Twitch for 2 hours. Cool. It was pretty much done, which was great. But yeah, you can come and see me talk about everything from how powerful people dress to the history of undergarments. You can also check me out now if you are a subscriber to the Try Guys channel, their streaming service independently, or in a week. I think, over on YouTube for their new series called The Mother, where I am actually the costume specialist in the very first episode of the show about their special guest comedian Cameron, who is a non-binary person experiencing pregnancy. And so I came in to talk about what pregnancy and maternity clothing are like throughout history and maybe why non-binary people might feel weird about them. You can go watch that wherever in a week. And over on the Try Guys streaming service now.
Very cool.
I'm everywhere. You'll find me in the most unexpected of places, I promise.
All right. I am not in nearly so many places as Kai. However, I am here, of course, on Monday nights, and I am on the Portents of Fear YouTube channel, where my husband Wes writes horror stories and I narrate them on camera. It is really a lot of fun, so please come join us. We have live premieres every other Tuesday, so not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday at 7 o'clock Pacific. Join us on our YouTube channel, Portents of Fear, and join us in the chat. We would love to hear from you. And I'm on the socials at Michulu, Michulhu.
Once again, everybody, I'm CADave. You find me all over here whenever I can be here, including tomorrow, super secret surprise stream right here.
What?
A new short form 3-game run of a game that I don't know if I can announce is happening here. I don't know if I can talk about exactly what it is. Find out tomorrow. The usual weeknight, 7 p.m. Pacific. Something cool with exciting stuff. It's beautiful. Everything I've seen, it's just going to be such a beautiful and melancholy kind of experience that I'm excited about it. So tune in.
Can we say it's a new game from this
It's a
particular
new
person?
game. Yeah, I don't know.
The moment that you say anything beyond that, people will be able to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Got it. Okay. All right.
So it's a new game from someone that has appeared here before.
Sure.
Their group. So, yeah.
Like
Tell me-
Adam as a GM, just show up and be surprised.
Yeah, just show up. It'll be fun. It's a cool crew. Some recurring faces that were in the other thing I'm going to talk about. If you're at all interested in some of the behind-the-scenes stuff from my Road to Nowhere game that just finished up 2 months ago, we finally recorded our little Patreon reflection.
That was so fun.
That was a delight, and it should be appearing. If it's not already there, it should be appearing sometime in the near future.
It's out there.
It is. Great.
Yeah, it was posted to the Patreons yesterday, I think, or day before yesterday.
I knew it was sometime around now. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure when. But go check that out. Like Adam was saying, $1 you can join the Patreon and see all the stuff. We appreciate every little bit of it. So yeah, check it out. That's one of the fun things about doing these, is doing those post-mortem sort of discussions.
Yeah.
There's some secrets in there that
Yeah.
never came out in the show, which
Yeah,
is always fun about
Yeah.
those
I'm-
post-mortems.
Yeah.
Wow, words.
I'm I'm really excited to do one for this one.
Yeah.
For this is yeah.
What, you got secrets?
Yeah. Oh my god, so many
Do any of us have secrets?
What?
No secrets.
No.
I'm super curious if more of Iser's secrets
I
will come
want
out
to-
to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
I want to break
Yeah.
you open like a nut with a nutcracker.
Yes, yeah. Might be some opportunities for that next episode. But I am Adam, and I have been your GM here. And you can find me on the socials at Hoobuk, Hoobuk. Mostly it's Instagram, where I post pictures of my cats, my art, and rail against the Imperium. And so, yeah. Punch your local fascist. It's fine. Anyway, also fuck ICE, and all that stuff. You could, if that's the kind of stuff you like, plus cats and art, go check out my Instagram. Speaking of my art, you can buy my art, put on cool stuff at my Redbubble store, which is redbubble.com/people/Hoobuk. Again, that's Hoobuk. And in addition to this, you can find me on Sunday nights playing in the Astral Circus, which is such a good time. We had a fantastic fantastic combat last night. So much fun. And we've got maybe like 4 or 5 episodes left, maybe, or so. Yeah, we're coming up towards the end. And we just hit level 13, so exciting stuff. Yeah.
Got juice now.
Oh yeah, super juicy. Yeah. And then also on Tuesday nights over at our friends Emporium for the Wayward Gamer, I've been streaming a Aliens RPG project that I worked on, several 4-shot series in following an alien encounter across different places and with different people that get murdered. So come check that out. You can check that out too. And that's it. So join us next time. So next Monday, we are playing next Monday, and that'll be our next session. If you want to catch, oh yes,
You didn't read us out of your finale, your closing statement.
oh, didn't I?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Am I crazy? Oh,
I
Yeah.
mean, 2 things can be true.
Yes. Yeah.
okay.
I can also be crazy, so don't. Yeah.
Wait.
But yes.
All right.
If you want to catch up on past episodes, this was episode 5. It's past episodes at happyjacks.org/apostates of Dune, and you can find all of our other APs. Damn it! It started again. It's like
That's a night.
right. Like it's time to end the session when I'm yawning. But I find all our other APs on the Happy Jacks network at happyjacks.org. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Night.